Hello fellas, thanks for tuning in to this impromptu video on the price of Bitcoin, digital currencies, and Bitcoin dominance. We're going to take a look at the dollar index versus DXY. I'm going to reveal something about cryptocurrency price patterns in the AltSeason CoPilot, and I've got a special announcement too. So I'm going to start off with the special announcement and get that right out of the way before we get into the details here about Bitcoin dominance making such a big drop here just recently. So before I get into that, let's go into the announcement. And I'm inviting authors to come and join us over on the new Digital Currency Traders publication on medium.com. If you are actively trading, if you're actually doing something with cryptocurrency and you're blogging, come and check it out. This might be a place where you would like to get your publications noticed by more people. We're going to grow that, and it's going to be really good stuff, not ChatGPT crap. So now here, Bitcoin dominance has dropped big time. When Bitcoin dominance is dropping and Bitcoin prices stay flat, this means that more money has dropped into altcoins than has dropped into Bitcoin during this specific period of time. When this pumped, a bunch of money went into the altcoins. Coincidental, the dollar index was being squeezed at the very moment that all of that money dumped into crypto. Of course, I don't know. There's no way for me to know anything about where this is going or what it's going to mean for prices, but I do want to mark it out and document it so that I can come back and take a look at this later and see what it means. So as we're coming back into Bitcoin prices now, you may know that I've been bearish and expecting that the dollar index is going to rise and that everything is going to get crushed. The stock market, Bitcoin, gold and silver, everything as the dollar index goes up. I was wrong. And I was wrong again during these two specific times where I was really looking for the bearish break there. And, you know, that's the way it goes. Now I'm still bearish and I'm expecting the big bearish break. And I'm looking to see where I might be wrong on this, because the S&P 500 has been really taking off and making some moves where I was expecting this to be topping all the way along here. Every time we hit support and resistance, I was expecting it to be the top. And it just keeps going where Bitcoin hasn't yet. So Bitcoin could be ready to take off. And that movement of the money that shows Bitcoin dominance dropping could be the sign of fresh money moving into altcoins right there as the dollar index was being squeezed. I don't know the future, but I wanted to document this stuff out. I'll talk about altcoins in a second. But now I have a genuine question for you guys. This is the dollar index chart, and we can see a double bottom here. And if I check out the what is this, RSI, we can see there's a hidden divergence here. Great. I always get those wrong because I'm dyslexic, so I always get it backwards. But anyway, the question is, what's the difference between DXY and dollar index? Because DXY has broken that support level where dollar index hasn't yet. So then I'm looking for either the dollar index is going to go and break this support and go down with DXY, or DXY is going to be catching itself here and it's going to be coming back up. So I've got another indicator, and I did an article over on Medium that shows a really important signal in DXY that occurred at the very same time that COVID happened. The last time this signal turned up was right in here when dollar came down to these super extreme levels. That's the last time that signal turned up. And now we have that signal again here. So while I'm bearish on everything, I'm expecting dollar index to go up and crush everything. I don't know. This could be the time where the dollar index is going to be continuing down, and it's just the beginning of the fold of the US dollar. So if the US dollar folds and goes down, where is the money going to come from to pump everything else? I don't get that. I think no matter if it's going up or going down, everything's wrecked. But I don't know. So I wanted to do this video because alt season is creeping up on us. We can see that we now have 126 coins in alert status and 60 coins in hold status. I don't know if this wave particularly is going to be different than the first 3 waves that we had here in 2023. So earlier in 2023, in January, we had some moves, we had some coins go into hold status, and we had some really good gains there. And then in, what is this, January, February, March, April, we had some fake outs, and I took some losses there. And then we had some fake outs in May. I didn't take some losses there. I was really just ignoring it. I wasn't believing it. And sure enough, things continued down. Pardon me. And now we have a whole bunch of coins in alert status and a few of them in hold status. Yet, we need to go in to look at each of these coins to see what the chart pattern is telling us. Because as we cross the 1, 2, 3 top formation, we're having coins now hitting the EMA exit signals, and some partial hold status coins and some full exit status coins here as well. So members of the AltSeason CoPilot control panel get this data every single day so that you can see the progression of which coins that we are holding or not through the days. Let me see if I can go over. And so here's an example of the daily action matrix. Here are the coins that have just gone into partial exit and the coins that have gone into full exit status. As those coins are pulling back and we see more of these 60 coins that are in hold status starting to exit, we got to pay attention to that. We got to pay attention because we don't know if these are going to take off or not. At the same time, we really want to have diversified into each of those 60 coins with just a little bit of money, get our stop above the entry, and we don't know what kind of crazy moves there could be coming next in cryptocurrency. If Bitcoin dominance drops strongly from here, that's a sign that altcoins are really profiting. And altcoins have taken it. They've taken a big crushing over this last while as Bitcoin prices sort of went up. This is a measure of the altcoins staying flat and getting crushed as Bitcoin had any kind of move. Now, the trouble is, if Bitcoin dominance continues rising as Bitcoin prices are dropping, that's the worst case scenario for alts and for crypto in general. So this is something we want to be on guard on for all of our trades right now. Yet at the same time, if dominance is dropping like this as Bitcoin prices are starting to surge, this is double bubble for those who are holding the altcoins. They're going to be not only growing, they're going to be growing with Bitcoin, but faster. They're going to be growing in US dollar faster than Bitcoin if Bitcoin prices are rising at the same time that Bitcoin dominance is dropping. So it's a super critical time for me to review my own bias and to play small into all those coins that I may not believe in or not, but they may have the patterns and I just have to go with them. I have to start off at the beginning. I have to put on our trading signal and then take a look at these, because if this is a fake out and things are coming back, I don't want to be holding it hoping. I can get back in later, but I definitely want to get out if it's coming back to my entry level on any of these coins. And the thing that I'm looking for, if you're watching this trading signal over the long term, is that we're watching for the break of the uptrend line in the 1, 2, 3 top formation. So we've already had an exit signal here where we did have the break of the uptrend line and we did have the crossover, the exit signal. Now, once it does break down below these levels, it's another exit signal and another uptrend line that would have been broken on a 1, 2, 3 top formation. And I would have to get out, even if I would just have to get out because I don't know what's next. At the same time, prices breaking above these levels might be worth putting in $5 on that and see if that 5 turns into 50 over the next couple of years. There is no way to know the future, but these coins have room to do the 10x price moves. They have room to do 5x price moves. So very little trades in these specific coins that have the 1, 2, 3 formation here. These we can add on to and then use these support and resistance levels for our risk levels. So all of these coins now are setting up. There's a whole bunch of coins that are in alert status. Here's one that's in hold status, another that's in alert status. Here, this one's been in hold status for a while. And you just have to go with the system. right? As the system breaks out from this 1, 2, 3, you just have to go with it small, leave your stop back far enough, and let the money do the work for us while we're doing other things. It could be the top, I don't know. But it's still, with our system, it says that it's in hold status. That means it's going to stay in hold status and let the price have a lot of variability, and it'll stay in hold status until those EMAs cross back over again and give us the exit. So if we have our stop just above our entry, we can just sit on this one and do a whole bunch of nothing. Our job is finished, and that's not our job. Our job is to be going through the rest of these coins, looking for those that are breaking the downtrend line, making the 1, 2, 3 formation, and actually breaking above the 1, 2, 3s, crossing over on the 12-hour EMA crossover. So it's a simple system, but boy, there's some great setups that we have to be ready for just with the smallest little trade. Then our money is going to be doing the work for us. After we get into a good position, we can look for where to add on, and we'll talk more about that as time goes along. So I wanted to talk about what might happen. Oh, that was a good one. And I wanted to take a look through some of these charts myself, because I've been really bearish and expecting everything to go for the big dive down, and I just have to put my bias aside as we're crossing above these levels, at least to be paper trading it and to be aware of this sideways channel breaking out. Then I can be playing a little play on it if needs be, and they're happening all over the place. The thing is, there are a group of coins that are taking off first. They are taking off, and they are set up into a better formation than many of the others. So as I go through them, the thing that my eye is looking for is support and resistance from the past. How have we behaved versus Bitcoin and the support and resistance times that we've had in the past, especially this one back in May is turning out to be the one that's really important. So AVA, it didn't hold support from way back in May. Neither did this one, AVAX. This one didn't either. This one didn't either. Bake didn't either. So it really gets pretty quick that you can go through and start sorting out the coins that have made that list or not, and the coins that, who knows what's one's going to be taking off. This one holds above support and resistance from the past relative to Bitcoin prices. So as it's taking off, it's held better juice than Bitcoin all the way along here, because we're comparing the spread between the price, the US dollar price of Bell and the US dollar price of Bitcoin. So that's why this is an important chart when we see the support and resistance above like that. And if you go through all of these charts the same way, you'll find those gems just the same way. You'll see them, but the crypto smartwatch and the AltSeason CoPilot, now we call it, really gives us a fast way to see which coins are passing those levels, so that every day we can just log in here, just pay attention to what it, double check those charts, double check these charts if you're going to be trading any of the privacy coins. A new hold status coin, double check those charts to see if it's something that might match the magic of live. That'll wrap it up here for today. I'm going to sign off, and that we've gone through a whole bunch of different coins, gone through some rationale, gone through some big changes and overviews here, so that if the dollar index is starting to pump up from here, if it is taking off, and the S&P 500 is finally topping where we see the divergences setting up here, then I would expect that Bitcoin is going to be coming down as well. It didn't pump with S&P 500, but it's probably going to dump with S&P 500. Anyway, thanks again for tuning into this video. I'd like to throw that invitation back out to the potential journalists. Cheers. Thanks for being here. Trade safe and keep those losses small.